What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Warframe video. Today I bring you two Gauss Prime builds. The Gauss Prime is the newest Warframe they've recently added, and let's go ahead and just mess stuff up with his kit. Let's try some stuff around, see what happens. Before we get started, I do want to say Gauss Prime trailer is amazing, super good. And I think it might be one of the best Prime trailers they've ever released, to be honest. And then just a heads up for you guys who are on TikTok, if you guys want to see some Gauss Prime TikToks, apparently there's a good amount. You just type Gauss Prime and then you're gonna see some stuff going on in there. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the build. As far as the build goes, you're going to be going with a lot of duration and a lot of range. I did put some efficiency because we're going to be spamming, but not to worry. If you don't want to put efficiency, you're fine. You can just do or can energize, or don't even put energize because your kinetic plating will actually give you a little bit of energy. So you're actually good there. But energize does help quite a bit. So definitely recommend, or just use a Nuric. Besides that, we're going to have Archon Vitality so that our Thermal Sunder does more damage, have a double heat proc instead of just one, and then Archon Flow because one, it gives us more energy, and then two, the little boost of the cold, the 10% chance to drop energy orbs. It's fine, some of them will drop energy orbs, so it can't hurt. So let's just go ahead and put that in there. If you don't have, just use normal Prime Flow or just normal Flow. No biggie there. And then I would say to use Molt Augmented on this one because we're doing a lot of range, and then Overextended is lowering our kinetic plating. So if we're at 100% with our red line, our ultimate, we're only going to be able to absorb or reduce 40% of damage. Now, if we are able to kill a lot of things with Molt Augmented and stack it up to 60%, to negate the negative 60 from Overextended, the kinetic plating will actually go back to 100%. So when you hit 100% on your red line, you're going to mitigate 100%. So you're not going to take any damage. So that's why I would put Molt Augmented just to counteract the Overextended. If you don't want to deal with it, just put something else here instead of Overextended. But it does give you such a really good amount of range. And then, of course, this is the terrifying, Gauss Prime build. So we have to move an ability from here, right? And it's in my configuration A. Now, obviously, with Gauss, all of his abilities are fine. They're perfect. They all work together. The one you would normally replace would be the one, right? The Mac Rush. Because you can build your battery with the cold procs. You just spam cold procs, that helps you build it. You move around, it helps you build it. You need kinetic plating, and then you need the red line to amplify all the effects, right? Especially to shred protections with Thermal Sunder. Once you're at 100 or anywhere between 80 to 100% in red line, you can shred protections with Thermal Sunder. So the one is the least used as far as, you don't really need it. But it is so freaking cool that I just can't. So for the terrifying build, we're actually going to replace Thermal Sunder.
Nope.
And we're going to keep Mac Rush, and we're going to use it as a CC ability, a crowd control ability, to create a little vacuum. Alright, so we're going to spawn our boys there, 20 of them, Steel Path labeled. We're going to put our ultimate, kinetic plating. And basically we can group them all up, right? Or at least most of them. Pretty good as far as grouping them up. You're mitigating damage from the ones that are shooting at you. But we're going to do Terrify twice. We're grouped up, and we can kill them all just like that. Super easy. But that is the build, guys. A super quick one. I would say keep Thermal Sunder for sure. You don't want to get rid of Thermal Sunder. But if you're trying something and you just really, really like the Mac Rush, the run, like, who doesn't? I want to go fast too. But Terrify is another alternative. That way it diverts enemies away from you so they start running, and it also shreds protections. So that's it, guys. If you guys have any other ideas as far as how to build Gauss Prime, put them down in the comments down below. Share your builds, let people know what you're doing. Come up with ideas. Maybe come up with something spicy, like I've seen people do Nourish on Gauss, and then they replace the running. I believe Nourish is solid, super strong. But I need to keep the run. The running is very important for me. So I gotta replace Thermal Sunder and replace with something else. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. You enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.